Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. 18 days in jail, 13 days in police custody and yet no bail. Aryan Khan's ordeal for securing bail continues even after 2 weeks of being arrested. Despite no drugs being found on him, 23-year-old Aryan Khan remains in Mumbai's Arthur Road jail. All eyes were on Wednesday's verdict, but the special NDPS court rejected the bail application. The NCB had earlier opposed their bail, stating that they were suspected of illicit drug trafficking and criminal conspiracy under the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act, all on the basis of some WhatsApp chats. Aryan Khan, son of Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan, was arrested by NCB along with 7 others in a cruise drug bust on board Cordelia, empress ship off the Mumbai Coast on October 3rd. Since then, the case has stirred up political hotpot in Maharashtra. NCP's Nawab Malik has been making sensational allegations on the NCB team led by Sameer Wankhede. There were questions raised over involvement of private citizens during the raid, including those related to the BJP. Malik also exposed how NCB allegedly let go 3 of those arrested on the night of the raid. One of those 3 found to have links with the BJP leaders. These revelations led to a big question: is Bollywood being deliberately targeted? On the other hand, the developments in the case since the last 2 weeks force us to pay serious attention to the legal aspects of the case. Turn the pages of the legal history and you will find countless examples of criminals committing horrific crimes such as rape, murder, hate crime, getting bail easily. They walk out of jail and become heroes. On the other hand, 23-year-old Aryan Khan, who was not even found in possession of any drug, with the agency itself agreeing to this, is being denied bail even after 2 weeks. Supreme Court, just last year in Arnab Goswami's plea, famously had said, bail is the rule and jail is the exception. So whatever happened to that rule now? So let's talk about this in today's video. Why was Aryan Khan denied bail, and is the application of the principle of bail is rule and jail is exception selective? But before that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. Now, pronouncing the verdict yesterday, Special NDPS Court Judge V.V. Patil held that prima facie there is evidence against actor Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan. In 18 pages order, the judge listed reasons of the same. Let us go through it to understand why Aryan Khan was denied bail by the NDPS court. First, Aryan Khan knew about drugs in Arbaz merchant's shoe. Judge Patil in the order said that even though no drugs were recovered from Aryan Khan, he and Arbaz merchant with whom drugs were found are good friends. They traveled together to the international cruise terminal. In their voluntary statement, they also spoke about the drugs, which implies that Aryan Khan knew about the contraband. The order stated, and I quote, in their voluntary statements, both of them disclosed that they were possessing the said substance for their consumption and for the enjoyment. Thus, all these things go to show that accused one, that is Aryan Khan, was having knowledge of contraband concealed by accused number 2, which is Arbaz merchant, in his shoes. Second point, since Aryan Khan had knowledge, he was in conscious possession of the drugs. The order then goes on to make point about conscious possession of drugs. The order says, and I quote, in the present case also, though no contraband is found with Aryan Khan, 6 grams of charas was found from Arbaz merchant, of which Aryan Khan was having knowledge. Thus, it cannot be said that it was in conscious possession of both the accused. Aryan Khan's lawyer had argued in the court that since no drugs were found on him, he was not in conscious possession of any banned substance, but the court ruled it out. Third point, WhatsApp chats discussing drugs in large quantity. Judge V.V. Patil also noted that WhatsApp chats revealed that there are chats of Aryan Khan about drugs with unknown persons. The order reads, there is also a reference of bulk quantities and hard drugs in the chats. There is prima facie material showing that Aryan Khan was in contact with persons dealing in prohibited narcotic substances as alleged by the prosecution. Point number 4. Prima facie case of conspiracy. In addition to all of this, Judge Patil also wrote in the order, and I quote, The record reveals that there is incriminating material in the form of WhatsApp chat, etc., which shows that the nexus of the applicant or accused number 1, which is Aryan Khan, with suppliers and the peddlers. It further says that NCB had received specific information that a rave party had been organized on the cruise and the accused persons were arriving with contraband, and in pursuance of the information, the raid was effected. Further, during the interrogation, they disclosed the names of persons who supplied contraband to them. Thus, all these facts prima facie go to show that the accused acted in conspiracy with each other. It transpires that all the accused are connected in the same thread. On these grounds, Aryan Khan was denied bail by the court yesterday along with all the other accused. Now, at the face of it, these reasons to keep Aryan Khan in jail without bail might seem to be a case of process punishment. However, it is the NDPS Act that makes it hard for the accused to secure bail. Section 37 of the NDPS Act deals with the granting of bail to an accused arrested in a drugs case. It says that no person accused of an offence punishable under this law shall be released on bail or on his own bond unless, point number 1, the public prosecutor has been given an opportunity to oppose these application for such release, and point number 2, where the public prosecutor opposes the application, the court is satisfied that there are reasonable grounds for believing that he is not guilty of such offence and that he is not likely to commit any offence while on bail. Thus, the onus of proving innocence, unlike any other cases, is not on the investigating agency but on the accused himself. Remember, NCB, opposing the bail plea of Aryan Khan, had argued that he, after securing bail, can influence the case. Moreover, Section 35 of the NDPS Act presumes culpable mental state. An accused arrested under the NDPS Act is presumed to have intention, motive and knowledge of the drug-related crime he or she is charged with. The accused has to prove that he or she does not have a culpable mental state before the court to secure the bail. However, in the voluntary statement, Aryan Khan apparently had told NCB that he had knowledge of the possession of drugs with his friends. The entire debate now comes down to the quantity of drugs seized. The drugs seized from the accused on the night of the raid are intermediate quantity and not commercial quantity. Moreover, there is no history of any drug-related cases on Aryan Khan. In normal circumstances, wouldn't this be considered a ground for bail? Let us now talk about bail is rule and jail is an exception. Let us revisit last year's Arnab Goswami case. The Republic TV editor-in-chief was arrested in a 2018 abetment to suicide case. He was denied bail by the Bombay High Court and was asked to pursue the case with the relevant lower court. However, Goswami instead approached the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court, while on Diwali vacation, listed the matter for urgent hearing. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, while hearing the bail plea, lambasted the Bombay High Court and made an impassioned appeal in favor of personal liberty in case of state using its power with malice. Justice Chandrachud had said, and I quote, "If we as a constitutional court do not lay down law and protect liberty, then who will?" The legal principle India has followed since 1978 is that bail must be the rule and jail should only be an exception. This principle was laid down by Supreme Court itself, that detention of an individual infringes his right to life and liberty as guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution of India, and to protect it is the duty of the judiciary, lies behind the very concept of this principle. So whatever happened to that principle in this case, or is it that in the eyes of the judiciary, particular citizens are more equal than others? Is the bail being denied to make the process a punishment? Can WhatsApp chats be ground for such denial of bail? Today, Aryan Khan is being denied bail due to something called as conscious possession. Will that mean citizens can be prosecuted for the crimes others committed just for having knowledge of it? I agree this also amounts to certain punishment, but would that mean you get no bail? Why is NCB focusing more on Bollywood? Is this focus rather unusual? Why hasn't the agency shown similar interest in finding out drug cartels? Or are the small fishes being targeted to deflect attention from the big ones? What do you think about this? Do let us know in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.